That's what I thought. But after I took the challenge and I went through what are the things that I needed to be done, I felt that yes, this can be a huge task. So let me know from all the people who are here gathered in here who took this challenge willingly. Who took this challenge willingly? Can I see that show of hand who took this challenge willingly? Whether you uh, yeah, take a minute. Great. Several of you have taken this challenge willingly. That is what we want. And this is going to be a challenging task. If whether you are took this, whether you took this role willingly or not, this is going to be a challenging task because Vice President Education is going to be the main man running this entire thing. I know there is president, there is other club officer roles, but vice president education is the one who runs the show, and that he's the person or she is the person who is responsible taking your club up to a new level. Okay, so what we are going to do is what in this agenda that what we are going to talk about is these kind of things that we are going to talk: club success cycle, transferable skills, responsibilities, best practices, and the resources. And afterwards, let's have a bit of a Q&A session so that we can get to know other things that are challenging for you at this moment and how can you overcome those kind of things. So first of all, Vice President Education, responsibilities. So these are the things that we have to discuss. Uh, in this chart, it is displayed that what are the responsibilities of different exco roles and how are these divided amongst them. So in if you can see in sorry about that, in club success cycle there are different colored roles and how are they responsible, what are the things that they are uh, responsible are colored in here as well. In from these, the VPM or the VPE are responsible for these kind of three main activities. So when your vice president membership is getting you a new members for your club, and it is your duty to carry them from there onwards until their aim of becoming the member is achieved. So Chase, with the help of VPM, assign a mentor to each and every new member. So when you are becoming the vice president education, you need to plan out. So before we go into this entire slide, I need to tell you that when you are becoming, I told you that vice president education is the main key role that that all decide where your club is going. So you have to plan the entire thing. When when you start your duties, I urge you to contact each and every member of your club and see what is their aim of becoming a member of your particular club. If you have, let's say you have members of 30, you may be having members of 8, 10, 30, or maybe there are clubs who are having members of hundreds and 200s. If you have any large number, you can have a team under you, not from your own exco members, but from your club members who you trust. And I'm going to tell you the importance of having a group under you in the next slides to come in the presentation. When what I'm saying is you need to understand why members are there in your club for why they are there, right? They may be having an aim of attending these Toastmaster meetings. They may be having a aim of becoming a better speaker, becoming a better leader, becoming. There may be people who are gathered around your club who are trying to go up a ladder in their professional career, right? Nothing to do with becoming a better speaker, nothing to do with becoming a better leader, but they want to market themselves saying they are a Toastmaster in their upcoming interview. Maybe there can be those kind of reasons. So you have to understand why your members are there in your club. Then only you will be giving back them the path that they need to follow in achieving their goal at the end of this Toastmasters year. So you have to understand that first. Okay. And when you are planning this journey, when you are planning these 11 months, now you have only 11 months, as DTM Piekara said. Now you are having only 11 months. I'm going to give you some tips that I did when I was the vice president membership, vice president education in our club. What I did when I started my journey. So what I did initially was I spent about 2 to 3 weeks speaking to members and asking what they are trying to achieve by being a member of HNB Toastmasters Club. And then I took an Excel sheet and plan and stated who are the members and what are the pathways and what are the education levels that they have already achieved. And after speaking to them, I told them that this is the place that you are going to be at the end of this particular Toastmasters year. And with that, I planned my club succession plan. That is what I did. I'll show you in a latter part of this presentation where I did that, how I did that. And this is how you get engaged with your own members. When your members get to know that my VP education is going to be there and he is going to take serious actions on my necessities, on my particular customized necessities, and they will be remaining around you, remaining around your club. That's how you keep your club membership intact throughout the year. There are many questions in the general session as well. There were many questions asking how are we going to keep our members intact throughout the year. There are members who join the club, come to 1 or 2 different meetings, and they disappear. Why? Because when someone goes to some place, let's take an example. If you go to a supermarket trying to think or trying to buy something of your preference, let's say a packet of noodles with your preferred brand, and when you visit that particular supermarket and you find that that particular brand is no longer there, and you come out, and next day or maybe a week after a week you again go there to buy the same packet of noodles, and still that is not being restocked, still that is not available. And on the third time that you are thinking of buying a packet of noodles, you don't want to go to that particular supermarket because you know that that's particular brand is not going to be there. So what you're going to do is you are going to change the supermarket that you are going there. So same thing applies here. If your member is having an aim and is trying to achieve that aim by attending to your club meeting, and you are giving something else to that particular member, he's no longer going to be there. He thinks that whatever the thing that I have in my mind is not going to be achieved by attending these kind of meetings. So I'm not going to be a member of this particular club. That is how we lose members. It's not about achieving goals. It's not about achieving the most number of awards at the ovation. It's about serving your members. This role is all about serving your members. So you need to understand how am I going to serve my members? How are you going to serve your members? You have to understand what are their needs. You have to talk to them and understand their needs, and then accordingly, you have to plan their path. So this is the basic thing that you are going to do. This is the basic thing that you can do, and you will prevail and you will be a successful vice president education if you do these simple things during this year. Okay. So with the if you were to go with the presentation with the help of VPM, assign a mentor. So when you get new members, assign a mentor, and when you are assigning mentors and you are uh, giving your senior members help to the new incoming members, just have a look, just have a chat with the member. What is your plan? And accordingly, there are members who can support them in a great manner to achieve that, and select your member in accordance to that. Explain pathways to members, enroll members to pathways, schedule members, fill meetings, roles, and speech projects. These three are really, really important. So let's say there are people who are good at presentation, who are good at motivating people, and you assign them to a separate path and which they don't want. You can explain them what are the things that you learned as a member, being a member around Toastmasters for a long time, and you can help them, guide them, selecting a good pathway. And when you do that, you can schedule these members for meetings, roles, and speech projects. Actually, I'm going to show you what I did when I did this planning for my own club. I'll show you the schedules that I prepared during first 2 weeks and how I did do the meetings throughout the year. And also coordinates club contests. This is another thing that you have to do. Uh, there are four contests that are coming: humorous, table topics, international, and evaluation. So those kind of club contests needs to be planned uh, by you. And if you are a member of a bigger club, let's say, and the area contest responsibilities might also falling upon you, so be prepared to get that as well. Ensure members engagement by member participation. This is something that you have to do when you are planning your projects, when you are when you are planning your meetings. And what we are going to do is I'm going to talk to you in coming slides as well. So in all these club success cycles, let me show you this one thing that I wanted to share. Um, I hope you can see my screen. Can you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Right.
it's visible.
So, sorry.
It's visible. It's visible.
We're
Yeah.
seeing a
Okay.
presentation. Toastmaster Divankar. Is that?
You are seeing a presentation. Are you seeing
Yes,
an
you're seeing the
Excel?
PowerPoint. No X.
No. All right. Okay. Let me share it again. Can you see it now?
Yes, now it's
An
visible.
Excel? Yes.
Yes.
So this is how I started my VPE journey. So I took all the members in my club. Mind you, these are really confidential data that don't tell anyone that I showed you these things. But just a matter of showing these things, and these are my club members, and the colored ones were the where they were achieving their where they were in their educational goals before the starting of my of the particular journey, and where I wanted them to be at the end of this year. So I planned the entire thing, who is doing their particular project and on what date. And this is how I meant, planned the entire uh, educational meetings. So I prepared my agenda. This is my agendas plan for the entire year. And I have a sample format. And in that, I prepared who is going to be the uh, role player, who is going to be speaking there, who is going to be the evaluator for entire year. Likewise, based on the data that I had and based on the things that I wanted to achieve at the end of the year, I planned everything to the dot. So there are 24 meetings that I have planned, plus some additional speech marathons like this, where speech marathons are there where we don't have any other extracurricular activities. We just have the prepared speeches. and that will give you a good heads up where the when the members need to complete their projects. So likewise, I have prepared the entire 24 meetings like this. So you can do the same thing during your first couple of weeks so that they can be really helpful. And during that, I have prepared the awards that there are awards and there are, um, I mean, uh, what do you call that, expiry dates, deadlines, and for everything. And month wise, I have given that as well in here. So when I took this Excel, when I take this Excel, I know this month what is my task, what are who are going to be my role players, who are going to be my speakers, and what are the tasks that I need to do during this month. What are the awards that each of these members need, each of my exco members needs to follow and in achieving those points. This is my award booklet. This is how I plan the awards. I have the award name and the criterias and the deadline, right? Awards book. I have decoded the award book. This is the award, this is the criteria, and this is the deadline. And if you can have a column here, whether you have achieved it or not, then you will be tracking your all those things, all the awards and everything in the same manner. So let me go back to the presentation. So that so hope my presentation is, I'm back to my presentation. Hope that is visible. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. So that is how you plan. So at the start of the year, you think, where am I, where I'm going to do, who am I going to take with me, and this is my uh, uh, agenda plan, or rather meeting plans. So that's how you're going to plan it. If you do this within 2 weeks, then you will be able to carry out this entire thing without any issue at the meetings. Right. Vice President Education, transferable skills. So first of all, strategic planning. This is the thing that I explained you, entire thing, strategic planning. This is how you plan the entire meeting, entire schedule for throughout the year. Relationship building. Relationship building is what I spoke about. When you are speaking to your members, you need to have a good understanding what their actual need is, and then you will have to take you with them uh, in achieving those aims that you have at the end of the year. Motivational techniques. Uh, there can be different motivational techniques. There are, as members, as executive committee members, you might know there are members who say, "Yes, I will do the speech," and at the last minute they would come and say, "Look here, I wasn't prepared. I had so many work. I'm about to give my resignation to my work, and that there are so many targets that I have to achieve much far behind, so I won't be able to do my speech." You need to be prepared for those kind of things, and you need to have an understanding, not to get mad at them. There are practical issues. People having people, each and every can be having practical issues. They are not only doing these things, they have to manage personal life, they have to manage their professional life, but there can be obstacles making uh, making all those kind of ugly situations at the last. Still, you should be able to motivate these people and get. And when there are different kinds of ways that you can pursue any member, get these speeches out of them. When you assign your member to do a speech on a particular day, you can follow up and see whether are you ready, are you on the path of getting things ready for you to do this, and you can speak to their mentor. How are the things you're doing with these new members? Are they preparing to get the speeches done? Likewise, you can uh, go in front of these members and say that, are you speech? and you can speak to their respective mentors and see whether they are on track on in doing this. Because whenever a person comes to you and say, "I can't do this speech," to accept that and to motivate that. You need to build that skill inside patient with your own members and to guide them to achieving and why they have to taken this membership and why they are spending this much of time and what are their ultimate goal. By doing, you need these kind of motivational techniques, and you will understand, will uh, give you a good result at the end of the year. Processes and compliance, yes, you need to understand the process. You give this uh, entire thing planned, uh, well organized, and there are things that members after and particularly speaking about the projects, and whenever a member comes to you that I have completed this project and what's next, you need to have an understanding what to do. Whenever a member submits a approval, when completion of a path, how are we going to approve that? Who is responsible for that? You need to have a process and compliance, and you need to have a compliance and with feedback kind of a thing, so that this member is getting back after the things that you have done. That sometimes when completes a path, they want that kind of an recognition that saying yes, he has completed this pathway and in a peaceful manner. So you need to have a word with your own PR saying that whenever a member completes their path, whenever completes their level, you need to give them a recognition that they need. Mentoring and coaching, interpersonal communication, technology teach, and succession planning. You need to have these kind of skills as well. That I spoken earlier, mentoring. You need to mentor your members. You need to coach. Basically, you need to say what you have to say is that you become a member to achieve this. This is the way that you are going to achieve this. So don't give up. Basic thing is that reminding them of the things that they thought of achieving at the start and in the middle of the year. Sometimes some members tend to forget those word to give it up, but you should not allow them to give it up. Keep reminding them why are they spending so much, why are they spending so much time, and what they are want to achieve at the end of the year. Interpersonal communication, you need to have that good skill. Technological expertise that you need to have, because I told you that you are the person who is running this show. You are having a meeting, there are clubs who are having hybrid meetings, who are having online meetings. Technological savviness to control everything. I'm not telling that you need to have knowledge. You need to have a expertise, knowledge in IT to do all things. But how to operate a laptop, how to operate a present PowerPoint, how to operate a QR code, how to operate an email effectively, how to write those things. I know operate a simple operation presentation things to run the show. You need to have that. If you learn those things, I know there are many ways you can learn these skill expertise, and if you learn these things, you can use these to future or my other tasks as well. So these are the things, the transferable skills that you will learn as a vice president education, which will help you in achieving other aspects in your lives as well. Supporting members. When you are onboarding members, you have to assign them to path test, not because you are getting marks for these, but you need to give them a purpose of them. Like I said, You understood why they are here, find them a pathway, and you have to keep reminding them why they are in this path. Track educational achievements. People are, I mean, all we are really fond of getting uh, recognitions. So whenever your members are getting completing these parts, completing their levels, completing their educational goals, you need to recognize those achievements. Sometimes when motivating, it doesn't merely say that you need to recognize them only Toastmasters achievements. No, whenever you are having whenever you are promotion, or whenever he's having let's say a member is successfully completing a degree, a master's degree, having a promotion career, you need to recognize those kind of things as well. That will those members, that will give back a motivated to your own club. Then you will be able to manage them very easy. You have to track their educational achievements. Yes, in Toastmasters achievements you have to track, but not only that, keep a track on your on the other aspects as well. Whenever they are achieving their professional life, give a good recognition to that as well. And accountability. I talked to you about the motivation. I'm going to talk about the accountability. You are accountable for them. As VP Education, you have to take the response on club members' achievements. That is why I said in the beginning, you have to understand where they want to go, right? Coordinate with other officers. When you are uh, just to give a brief example, coordinate with other members. In clubs, there are birthdays, celebrations. In clubs, there are achievement celebrations. You have to coordinate with your PR that on the exact day these kind of flyers needs to be on the social media or WhatsApp groups, or that you have the practice. Some members should not come to you and say, look here, I completed my pathway. No one said me congratulations. Look here, I had my birthday last week. No one wished me WhatsApp group. You are the person who is responsible getting those kind of things happen. You need to contact with your officer, get them in line so that people are being recognized. People are being their milestones. So for those kind of things, you have a good understanding with your own EXCO role members and get these things on time. You can't say, for an example, let's say a member is celebrating your birthday tomorrow. You can send that person a birthday wish midnight. And another member is celebrating the birthday. So if you wish one member at midnight, you other member at 6 o'clock in the morning. You have to have a uniform meeting, right? Just an example. I'm telling you just an example. So you plan, when are we going to post these birthday wishes? When are we going to post educational achievements? How are we going to post these? Another thing that in connection with all those things, I hope the screen is. Can you see this? See the screen? This is Excel.
Yes.
Yes. This is and my with PR, I planned the whatever the flyers, whatever the achievements that we are going to have in coming years, and where we are going to post these. See, we have decided what are the events that are going to come throughout the year. and where are we going to post those flyers. So type of planning you need to do. So if you do these kind of things, there's a uniformity in recognizing all the club member achievements. And the members motivated to see that your club is achievements without any delay or in a uniform manner. So power or they will be motivated. So if I were to achieve this kind of an education, look, person A achieved this educational goal and my club celebrated everywhere. So if I were to achieve the same thing, I will be celebrated everywhere. So those kind of motivation will be given to them. So you need to have this understanding with your own executive members. The plan. This is the plan that we are going to do throughout the year. That is why I said the planning thing is really helpful when you are your club officer training. I mean, club officer activity. So you need to have that. You are the person who is having that capacity, capability in coordinating all your officers and in getting them in line as well. Average tool for tracking. I said that you can things over Excel. You can do all these through and your own developed. Now there are Power BI apps, and you can do all this in a better manner. You can give a tracker to your members as well. You can use your technological expertise in giving members and who they are and where they want to go. Okay, this I explained as earlier as well. Right, culture and communication. When you're this is again, I'm repeating the same thing. You need to create a supportive environment. There are, I mean, I'm not. There are members. There are need support not only in their Toastmasters journey, not only, but they will come and say, I am having this professional issue, I am having this issue at my workplace, at my branch. Can you help me achieving, resolving that? Can you help me? Those kind of things. What are the tips that you can give me in order to overcome a situation at my workplace? So that kind of a connection you can have with your. So if you do get those issues resolved, and you will have a very motivated, very much active member to your club, and they will never leave the club ever again. Like I said, people are thinking why these members leave so frequently, why this turnaround is so high at our club, because you are not addressing the issues. If you were to address their issues, they will they will be there no matter despite of their personal commitments, despite of their financial commitments, they will be and they will help you to achieve your club goal if you are create that supportive environment inside your club. And I'm not talking about this, I'm just talking about helping another human being. So create a supportive environment. You will have a motivated and a well uh, groomed Toastmasters here, and you will have a uh, uh, wonderful year planned with your members. Right. When you are, I said you can use kind of a. I told you how I did my planning. I had a sample where I had my agenda, and entire throughout the year I have who is going to do this. I mean, who is going to be who running this role, who is speak at which meeting, who is going to be completing which stage or which level. You can plan it, create and maintain agendas. Whatever I do, I just on the uh, at at our club we have that culture where we need to publish our agendas soon after we finish one meeting, right? If you finish the meeting this week, we do normally have that meeting on Thursdays. Whenever you finish the meeting, by the weekend, during the weekend, you need to publish the next the next meeting's agenda, which is in 2 weeks time. So for to address those kind of tough, challenging practices, you need to have that kind of planning at the start of the year, so that you have planned the entire year. What you have to do is just copy that agenda from your plan and paste it on your current agenda and just submit it. That's all you have to do, right? There can be months, there can be days, there can be time periods where you are also busy with your own personal commitments, with your professional commitments. To get through those kind of tough, challenging time periods, the planning would be a really, really helpful, or really be a real assistant to get through those uh, tough periods. Create and maintain agendas. That is what I explained. Assign roles strategically. So, when you are talking about assigning roles, when now at the new pathways, there are members who need to complete some roles, meeting roles like being a president, being a sorry, not being a president, being a general evaluator, being a speech evaluator. Likewise, you have to run some roles in order to complete the educational parts. So identify who needs to go there, who needs to do these kind of roles, and give the roles strategically to meet those kind of aims as well, and ensure meeting quality. When you are doing a meeting, and do that in a proper way that the members will get something out of it. And don't do any meetings just for the sake of doing it. And don't advise your members to do speeches for the sake of doing it. Assign those mentors, and tell those mentors that members need to complete their parts for the betterment of their own, not for the sake of getting points, or not for the sake of completing their pathways. So be ready, or rather, assign when you are assigning these speech evaluators. If you don't have proper evaluators in your club, if you're understanding that these evaluators need to get their uh, uh, evaluation skills polished, you can always go for other clubs and ask for a quality evaluators. And when the other evaluators from other clubs comes to you and explain what are the things that are needed, and you will understand there's a difference between your evaluators and their evaluators, because the perspective that someone sees a fresh thing is different, right? Not it's not going to be the same evaluation that you are seeing from your club members when you are invited a different evaluator from other club. They will see more things, and they will appreciate more things, and they will say more things to improve. So likewise, ensure those quality meetings are being held, ensure those quality speeches are being done, so that members will learn something new. And align with the members, I talked to you about this throughout the day. And special events. And when you are having special meetings, team meet, and you are getting all the role players from other clubs, make it interesting, right? Having a uh, variety of meetings would keep your members attracted to you, keep your members interested in your meetings, right? So have team meetings, have joint meetings, have invite other members from other clubs who are really good at performing some skills or performing some roles. A good general evaluator from a club, a good speech evaluator from a club, good speaker from a club, and have those kind of educational sessions where you can get a resource person to speak about body languages, speak about humor. Likewise, always try to give something new to your members, who always try to give those interesting things to your members. And if you do that, your members will stick to you. Your members will be uh, uh, attracted to your club, and they will be there till the end of the year, or maybe till end of the couple of years ahead as well. Decide the purpose, plan the agenda, delegate roles, determine location and supplies, promote the meeting and event. So all these things you can do if you plan your meeting properly. If you do that at the start of the year, if you assign those roles at the start of the year, then you will have an understanding who is going to do this on which date. So you can ask them to get prepared, plan well, and do a better uh, meeting on that particular day. So it's always about having a well prepared, well um, adjusted meetings with your planning. Okay. So base camp. So this is where all you have to have a good understanding. You have to have a good understanding of what are the pathways that at this moment we are having, what are the things that the pay, how much the members have to pay for these kind of pathways, how are we going to assign the mentors to for the new members kind of. Likewise, you have to have a good understanding of your pathways base camp. You have to have a good have a updated knowledge on your pathways, and uh, all these things are readily available in the TMI website. I'm going to give you some tips as well. I'm going to give you a link where you can find out where all these skills that are going to be there in your when you are completing a project. So likewise, you need to have a good understanding on the Basecamp apps. I'm not going to talk about much on this Basecamp because it's there, and you have to have a good understanding of what is there in the Basecamp, and you have to go there. You can familiarize yourself with the Basecamp, and you have to guide your members how to navigate through these base camps, and how to pick this pathway, and how to complete that pathway, how to upload the documents, how to complete this, how to submit speech once they have completed their project. So likewise, you have to guide them through these pathways, and that is what is meant through this. And once the member completes the pathway, and when they are submit their pathway or the project to be for the approval, then you can. I'm having a question. Right. Sorry about that. Um, uh, when a member submits the approval, you need to the VP membership, the president and the secretary will be alerted about that submission, and you need to have a good proper mechanism, so that as soon as the member submits the project, check the project and approve that. You can't be keeping him for a longer time without checking that, without asking them to, without them to remind you that they have submitted the submission for they are pending for approval. You need to have a good mechanism so that you can check all these submissions and approve them on time. Once you approve them and give that proper recognition to that particular member, so you have to have a mechanism to alert your PR saying that, look here, this person has completed this level. You need to upload the flyer or recognition uh, materials on the social media or wherever that your company is practicing those kind of stuff. Member progress reconciliation, and always when you I told you that at the beginning you have to plan where your members are, where you are going to take your members to, and you have to have a proper reviewing mechanism, so that in a half yearly basis or in a quarterly basis or in monthly basis, whether everything goes on as planned. So if you are not going to be there as planned, you can plan, change your plan, make some adjustments, and go from there. And let's say, for an example, if you are at the half year mark and you are short of few speeches, okay, so your members are there ready to speak, but there are no sufficient slots that you can give your members to speak in your calendar. Things that you can do is you can have a speech marathon. Like I said, speech marathon is where your members will be doing only prepared speeches. There will be no table topic session. There will be no round robin session. There will be no any educational sessions. On that day, members will come only prepared speeches. So you can have a speech marathon kind of a thing, or else you can speak to your other club in the area, in the same vicinity, and ask their respective VP education whether they can accommodate several of your speakers at their meetings as well. So those kind of reviewing mechanism should be there when you plan and when you are going along. And if something were to be there, some changes needs to be there. You need to understand in advance, and you have to have a contingency planning as well, right? An area and district council meetings. This is another thing that which are giving you marks when you are attending these kind of things. You need to attend these area and district council meetings, and you have the voting rights. And when you attend these meetings, your club will get some points in achieving your golden club or other club statuses. If you are president cannot attend these kind of meetings, you need to be there because you are the second ranking officer of your club. Always keep that in mind. Sometimes, whenever the president is even there, you need to have that understanding of what is going around you. You need to have that understanding what is going to happen in the next meeting or after that, because president will have lots of responsibilities in facing the external parties who are who are not the club members but the others, the PQD team, the CGD team, the district director team, or area directors, division directors, and if you are a corporate club, your own HR team, your own training and development team. There are many that the president will have to face. So you are the person who are looking after all the things inside your club and running things. You are the person who is responsible for running things, all those things smoothly. So you have to have a good understanding what is happening surrounding you. Like I always say, plan ahead. You have to have your regular club meetings, whatever the practice that your club is doing. You have to have a regular meetings. You have to plan your contest days. You have to have open houses. And when you are doing these open houses, try to do these open houses to people who are not inside your club. Try to do these, not for the Toastmasters, do these open houses for your own staff members. If you are a corporate club, select a set of people who are needing these kind of open houses training and do a training to them. Of course, you are getting your marks, but you are giving back something that is valuable for these kind of people, and you might get some members out of that as well. So if you are let's say for an example, if you are a banker, don't go and do a open house to a bank. If you are a banker, find a different industry and do an open houses to them, open house training for them. You will give them a good understanding, and you might know, you might not know, you will get some members out of that as well. Onboarding training, club success plan. This is very much something that is very much crucial nowadays. You have to plan this club success plan, and all this planning will be included in this club success plan. And what is at the end, you'll be achieving whatever the plan that you had in the beginning of your year. This moment of truth, MOT, is the thing that you can use to understand what the club members need at the start of the year. Like, so some people think that this moment of truth is to be used the same way, same questions that we do um, throughout these years. But you can customize these questions to understand what are the things that are exactly needed uh, by these members. We were having some discussion with TTM Balraj a couple of weeks back, and he said, you can use these emojis to understand, and you can customize those questions to understand what your exact member needs. So do those things. Uh, Moment of truth is a good tool that you can use to understand what your club members, what your members need, and by achieving those kind of needs, by helping them to achieve those kind of needs, will give you a well-mannered or rather well-motivated set of members who will never leave your club. Member meeting management, easy speak, free to host, and this uh, these things I think most of the clubs are doing these kind of things. You need to have a open environment so that your members can reach out to you no matter whatever the situation that they are in. So have a WhatsApp group or a Teams group or whatever the technology that you are uh, uh, what do you mean comfortable using, and have a open doors communication. Your members can always reach out to you. As I told, channel matters as well. Try to give that understand or rather give that assurance that you will always be there for them. Right? It is said that sometimes the club president is like the father of the family, but the VPE is the kind of the mother of the family. So be that person who is always be there for your members. And dealing with the unexpected. As I explained earlier as well, it is the members' responsibility to fulfill whatever the responsibility that they took before the meeting and during the meeting as well. And if you don't, and let's say, for an example, on the exact day of the meeting, one member comes to and say, "Look here, I cannot speak. I am not well prepared." Right? You can be mad at him or her, or you can start a culture of arts. What do you mean by arts? Always ready to speak. You have to prepare your own agenda, and you have to prepare your own speeches, and you have to be ready to speak always. You have to be ready to do a club role all. You can't say whenever a club member comes to you and say, "I can't do my speech or I can't do my role." You can be mad at them for 1 or 2 seconds, but from the third second onward, you have to have their contingency planning. How I am going to recover from this, right? So you need to have a good understanding of all the things that are happening around you to uh, be efficient with this contingency plan. Okay. Time management. This is another thing that we sometimes lack. You have to start that meeting on time, uh, spend the exact amount of time that the agenda is telling, and stop the meeting at the exact time that agenda is telling you. This is something hard that we might have to looking in a serious manner, but you have to pay a good attention to this as well. So if you are running out of time, again you can go back to your contingency planning and see whether we can do some changes to the agenda and get the things on time and finish the meeting on time. Starting and finishing meeting on time is a real crucial thing, so that you are a real planner, you are a professional Toastmaster, you can do the things in a professional manner so that the members would be there because you are professional, right? You cannot say the meeting is going to be 1.5 hours and you cannot run the meeting for 2.5. You can say the meeting will be ending at 7:30. You cannot drag it till 9:30. When you are saying your meeting start at 5:30, you have to start at 5:30. You can't be dragging it and starting it at 6:30. You have to ensure when you are at the venue is ready to start the meeting at 5:30. Likewise, you need to plan. You need to have plan this time manage. You have to have a good time management in a professional manner. VP, know your members. I Throughout the thing, we spoke about these things. Throughout this presentation, we spoke about this. Know your members and their goals. Plan club meetings well in advance. Communicate clear, concise, and often encourage proactively. So if you do all these 4 things, you will have a wonderful Toastmasters journey throughout this year. And trust me when I'm saying this, you have only 11 months to do all those things. And if you do plan well, your club will be shining and having all that glitter at the ovation in 2027. Okay. So this is the end of the meeting, and I'll be giving you some links that you can use with your club members. This is kind of, give me a sec. I have given you a link in the chat. You can use this link to figure out what are the skills that the Toastmasters is planning to achieve when you are completing a pathway, when you are following a pathway. So you can use this link to understand what are all those skills that they are trying to give you and trying to achieve you. So it will be a real help when you are trying to plan your meetings, when you are trying to plan your member journey, when you are trying to plan your mentor's journey as well. That will be all. If you have any questions, you can raise it if you can unmute yourself and ask anything, or if you can put it in the chat, I'll be able to answer it as well. I don't think we have much time left, Toastmaster Aziri. So if you can spare some 1 or 2 minutes, I can answer a few questions as well.
Yes. Can someone confirm if they see the link in the chat? I can see it, but it says it was sent directly to me. I think
Directly to you?
maybe
Okay, wait.
yeah. I think we need to share with everyone. I'm not sure if it will go to the entire Zoom meeting, but I don't think any Toastmaster will not benefit from seeing what Toastmaster Divanka shared. So even if it goes out to the entire Zoom meeting, I don't think it will be an issue. In the meantime, all the VPEs, if you have any questions, please do raise them. I'm not sure, like Toastmaster Divanka said, I'm not sure exactly how much time we have, but we will have to return to the main session soon. So better if you can unmute yourself, or else drop your questions in the chat.
I have sent a link to everyone, so I think everyone can see it now.
Now it's visible. Yes. Okay,
I hope
seems
no
like we
no
don't
questions.
have any. Yes, but I will then ask maybe one question from you if we have enough time, which is when it comes up to matching mentors with new members, is there like what's your advice on that? Because is there like a selection process or something we should consider as a VPE when matching up a mentor, the best possible mentor for a new member?
Yes, thank you for the question, Tosma. Because as a member, we are assigning mentors who are seniors at the club. So we know who are we going to be assigning as mentors, and we know what are their capacities and capabilities are. Look here, there may be people who are really good at guiding new members to a humor-based kind of. I mean, there are members who are really trying to achieve their like contests to win the contest. There are maybe members who are there to polish their leadership skills. There are maybe members who are there to contest in a humorous speech contest or in an international speech contest, kind of like that. So based on that, we know our people better and we can choose them likewise. So let's say, for example, if there's a champion speaker in your club, you can give that person as a mentor to a person who is willing to take up challenges and compete in upcoming contests. So they will have that insights. How can you be a better speaker? How can be a better competitor when you are doing a contest in coming contests? Likewise, you can understand your own members, your own seniors, and you can assign them accordingly. That's my best that's what I think is best because uh, when you connect with someone who is having the same interest, both will flourish. That is how I believe it. So if you can choose your mentors like this, and your new members will have a good time having their spending their time at Toastmasters.
That was an excellent answer, Ms. Priyanka. So, since we don't have any questions from our VPs, I think you've done such an excellent job with the presentation. Thank you so much. As a former VPE myself, I was like living through my own time as a VPE through your presentation, and I can say with that experience, that was an excellent training. So thank you so much. You used examples, and I know it could be difficult to deliver an effective training over a virtual platform, but I think you did such an amazing job. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Priyanka. I think we can give him a virtual round of applause. Then as it's a form of appreciation. And I believe since we are done with the Q&A as well, we can return back to the main session. Zoom Master, will you be able to help
Yeah,
us with
actually,
that, or should we just pause? Yes.
Tosmara Tivanka, thank you for that wonderful session, first of all. And can every one of you turn on your cameras because we have to take a small group photo.
Yes. Then yes, let's see everyone's faces on this Monday morning. Toastmaster Center, you will be letting us know when you are taking the
Yeah, okay,
picture, right?
I'll let you know. Come on, quick.
Yes,
We
give
are
us a
actually
countdown, please.
7 minutes.
Hello,
Yeah.
I'm actually not in a position to switch on the camera. You all can continue the picture without me.
Yeah, okay. What about
Sure, thank
others?
you. Thank you for letting us know.
Okay, let's go. There are a few more. Guys. It seems like they also are not in a position to turn on their camera. So
Yes, I
let's just
think
take
we
the
can
picture
proceed. Yes.
on the count of three. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Cheers. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you,
So you are
everyone. Let's just head back to the main session.